What up, JP Nation? It's your boy JP. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel where we do basketball reaction videos. If you love the game of basketball like I do, make sure you subscribe at ItzJustJP down below and click the notification bell. You know why our next upload is. Today we are reacting to Never Piss Larry Bird off the 1986 story with Ralph and the Houston Rockets. We did talk about that in the Prime Larry Bird video of Larry Bird's best game in his opinion, but let's go and get into it and get this version from Nick Smith NBA. He does great content too as well. Let me know what you want me to react to next, and definitely comment down below and tell me your thoughts on this video. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Welcome to the story on the day that Ralph Sampson got under Larry Bird's skin during the NBA Finals, and it totally backfired. Larry Bird has even called this game his best ever. So I gathered interviews, footage, highlights and clips to bring you this tale. I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here and want more content just like this. You can find all the clips, interviews and footage on the screen and in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's dive into the story.
I was in Boston when you're facing the Celtics with the whole Jerry Seasting thing with the fight, and I mean that crowd was the Garden was pretty tough on you, Ralph.
While Ralph Sampson played like a man possessed. By the second quarter, Sampson's wrath was fully unleashed.
Woo!
He was ejected for battling Jerry Seasting, a Boston reserve standing 15 inches shorter.
The hallways that don't come to Boston, we're going to kill you, we're going to do this, whatever.
You got death threats?
He got a few threats, but we played anyway, so it was all right.
Bird all but threatened Sampson, telling him to expect some hard fouls at the Boston Garden. Bird said, Sampson and the rest of the Rockets better put on their hard hats because our fans can get nasty too. There will be a lot of contact in Boston.
Ooh. Let's go.
Today in Boston, a city hoping to crown another champion, where basketball is regarded as art, and where art sometimes imitates life.
A lot of people love the NBA
You
on
get in the
CBS.
game, and you know how the Garden was, it just hyped up and you're ready to play. We trying to get there before the game, before Larry gets the game, because he will always try to be the first one on the court. And
some of the guys were still shooting before they came in, and
we would try to beat Larry to the gym. We try to beat him, of course, just to frustrate him. So we did a little bit of that. When we go to Boston, you go up to the service elevator that had rats and roaches and all that kind of stuff. You go up and you go to the locker room, it's hot. They did all the tricks. But Larry would always come to the game, a couple hours early to get his shots up. So we try to beat him right in, because he was in the gym a couple hours before the game started, and working on his game, working his shots, getting his mindset right. So
about an hour before the game, and some of the guys were still shooting before they came in,
And the crowd is already in.
Visiting Rockets return to the most uncomfortable guest house in sports. The gallows awaited Ralph Sampson, the villain of Game 5's failure.
Just being in the arena for that game and how much the fans wanted Sampson's blood. That was another one where we wanted blood.
I think everybody was there like 45 minutes before that game. We were just ready.
and the crowd is absolutely going berserk on him.
And when Sampson walked out, he walked by us. You could just see he was done.
Yeah.
He was petrified.
I mean, that crowd was, the Garden was pretty tough on you, Ralph.
There was a mannequin human figure, right, with socks and jerseys and 50, and it had an afro wig on it, whatever.
Damn.
And it had number 50 on it, had Sampson back, and they had a noose hanging up over the rail of the Boston Garden. Like they were hanging me when I got there.
So all eyes were on
Damn.
Ralph Sampson as he came into the arena today with the rest of the Rockets to a chorus of boos. Pat O'Brien asked him if he pays attention to what the press says about him.
I guess I haven't really read it and haven't seen it. I've seen it coming into the gym today.
Whether or not you've read it or not, you know what's going to happen. You are going to be the focus of the game. Will that affect you today, Ralph? Larry is funny. He said he was watching the news the night before and saw a news clip, the Rockets arriving, and looked at Ralph. And basically he said words to the effect to his wife, Dinah, I don't think we're going to have to worry about him tomorrow.
We were in the locker room, and, you know, we could hear fans out there, but in '86 at Game 6, it sounded like it was in the locker room.
We're all in the locker room stretching and working it out, and we just can't wait. It's the moment before the moment of truth, and what you live for in that locker room with the guys coming together with a collective sense of effort and purpose. And then Larry comes into the locker room, and he looks at us all, and he rarely said anything collectively to the team.
I can remember looking at Bill Walton,
But he looked at us all and gathered all our attention. He said,
Hey, I'm telling you,
they want
blood
of the Houston Rockets.
them fans want blood out there.
And if we don't deliver today, they're going to want our blood.
and I see how they don't care whose they get.
If we lose, it's our blood.
If we don't win this game, they want our blood. That's how it is here.
Now let's get going. Who's coming with me?
Man, that place was rocking that day. I mean, it's always rocking. And in that game, Larry Bird played his self-admitted and acknowledged greatest game that he ever played.
Tommy Heinsohn, after what we had in game number 5, what do you foresee as far as the way the officials will handle this game, particularly at the outset?
It's going to require all their experience. It's going to be a tough game. They have to control early and not let
Game
the
6.
game get out of control.
Numbers have become a big thing with basketball writing and just the way we think about basketball these last, I would say, 7-8 years. And I like the numbers, 80% of it. I do feel like sometimes they kind of lose the impact, and I think a really good example is Bird's Game 6 in '86, which he said is the best he could ever play, which you've written is your favorite Bird performance.
For one game, Larry Bird played a difference in what has been described and immortalized in many different ways as the greatest game he ever played.
He didn't shoot lights out. His PER wasn't the best of any Bird performance, but like the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters.
McHale and Bird underneath. Here's Bird.
Grabbing all the rebounds,
And this man, when
playing
he
both sides,
he gets
hustle,
his nose and his mustache dirty.
determination.
Good move against the 3 big guys.
He didn't score 60. It wasn't a near quadruple.
Oh, what a steal.
And he hit no buzzer beaters.
And the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters. I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game, scoring less than 30 points.
And just emotions are so high because we had our best team and we had to win that game.
And here was Larry.
Wow.
Larry got every rebound. Larry made every steal. He made every pass.
Woo.
He just literally did everything and made the rest of the world seem inconsequential.
Wiggins finding Bird.
Oh, what a pass.
Finds an opening. Right in James' hand. Here's Bird. 3-on-1 Boston.
Larry Bird read every play. He read every one of the lines of the Rockets before they made a move.
Disrupting passing lanes, finding his teammates, even winning a jump ball against Olajuwon.
How do you get the jump ball against Olajuwon?
He'll be jumping against Olajuwon and giving up a few inches, to say the least.
Wow.
You ask yourself, he did.
Wow.
Pulled down the line. 14 for Larry Bird. Larry Bird very close to a triple-double already in this first half. He won't get it. 10 seconds to go. But he has 8 rebounds and 8 assists in the double figures.
First half.
5 assists
Damn.
in 3 minutes. But he didn't tell
5 assists, 3 minutes.
At
Damn.
the end of 1.5 of Game 6, the game that can
Wow.
give the Celtics the title over Bill Fitch and the Rockets, it's Boston 55, Houston 38.
Even with the 17-point cushion, Bird decided to shake things up. He took off his jersey during the break and put on a fresh one. He admitted it was something he hadn't done before. I changed up my uniform during halftime, and that's something I never do. Bird wrote in his book, Drive, the story of my life. I was playing so well and feeling so great that I just took that uniform off, stuffed it into my bag, and got a new uniform out. That way I would have 2 championship uniforms instead of 1.
Wow.
When the fans were into it, or we wasn't into it, they let us know, and it'd do the same thing if they're screaming real loud to me. You know, they don't like it. You know, they paid their money to come in here.
Bird coming over to double. Sampson passing Lloyd. Bird doubling the team right now, and Pirates goes the shot. Play out to Ames from Bird. Sampson is back. Danny Ames with a nifty reversal.
Nice.
Larry at his peak couldn't run faster than I could move today.
And, you know, he wasn't a great athlete, but I think he was mentally tough to know with his skill set, what he could do, what he couldn't do, and he used it to the best of his ability.
Yeah, with all these guys playing above the rim and just dominating everything, there was Larry grabbing every rebound, every single rebound. And instead of just putting it right back up, he would go run out to the three-point line and just throw it up there and not even look at it, just run down the court going like this.
Larry Bird. And the Celtics lead by 20.
He didn't score 60, it wasn't a near quadruple double, and he hit no buzzer beaters. But you only have to watch the game to see that he was, in classic Bird fashion, everywhere, doing everything, at all times. At first glance, you notice his box score wasn't all that sensational. 29 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists on 47% shooting.
And you look at the numbers, and it's like 29, 10, and 12, something like that. I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game, scoring less than 30 points.
The defensive dominance that Larry did on that afternoon in June of '86. I would love just that tape to be shown to every high school and college coach, or every pro coach now, just everybody, just say, you can't play basketball better.
Isolated 1-on-1. McRae didn't go for the fake. And back.
Woo! That one.
Things break down for the Celtics. They score into 8.
I had control of the game. I could do anything I wanted to do. It was a meaningful game. I knew if we won, we'd win the championship. The series was tough. You lose a lot of sleep during that. You're tired. That's one game I always felt that in a big situation like that, I always performed at a high level.
The Boston Celtics have done it again. Celtics never trailed, and this crowd loved it all the way.
The day was too long of a wait for us, but when we got here today, we was very serious.
Are you surprised at how Ralph Sampson played so soft in this game today?
Well, the fans had a lot to do with that.
You know, they travel. I mean, I know people used to go down after work, get something to eat and go to the game. Not once a week. Every time we played, for every game I was there. So you felt indebted to them to at least go out there and try to do something special that night and win a basketball game.
It's easy to say now, but like, we weren't going to lose in '86.
But it's how we won. It's the ball movement. It's you go back and look at that. There were 7 passes. The ball didn't touch the ground. Everybody on the team touched it.
How often is your team that good, that many great players, and everybody's 100% healthy? And we went 50-1 that year.
And you had guys just dropping things, and we would run out teams, and it was just so much fun playing.
This is a rarity in sports. I don't think it's ever happened that a celebration has started before the end of a game. How sweet is that? There's a great move to avoid the crush of the crowd.
Our team had an unbelievable ability late to really win a lot of games.
Kevin, I was so nervous before them games. I couldn't wait till they started, but once I stepped on the court and go shoot layups, everything just calmed down. I mean, I was very fortunate that happened.
That moment was like the pinnacle of your career. I remember telling my wife I was driving home, and I went like, I just don't know how I can get better than this. I don't know how. We won the championship. We played unbelievable.
He was the king. Basketball was his kingdom.
Bird finished with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists, and he was awarded the Sport Magazine MVP award. And rightly so, significantly since Bird himself believed it was the peak of his performance. That was the only game I thought I was totally prepared for. As far as the focus was concerned, none better. Never. I should have quit right there.
Classic Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, the greatest player I ever played with, by far.
I never saw a man play a better game of basketball, ever. That's the greatest individual performance.
And I hope you guys...
Wow, there's a lot of stuff I did not know about that game. And then Larry talked about it in this book, and some other people was talking about it. You know, the Ralph Sampson thing. Hitting the Boston Celtic, and then the fans just went ape shit in Game 5 and Game 6. Anytime Ralph Sampson or anytime Ralph Sampson steps on the court, gets the ball, them fans were going ape shit. So if anyone knows the stats of Ralph Sampson in Game 6, please put it down in the comments, because someone said he didn't really play well, played soft. And I mean, just Larry Bird himself, just best game he ever played, like in his opinion. And I mean, dude it wasn't like a big scoring performance that you always see, or a quadruple double. He still got a triple double. That's still great. That's still really great. And that's Game 6. That's when you win the championship. And he was so propelled, like you could just see that he was playing on both sides of the ball. He was hustling, grabbing every single rebound, getting steals, getting blocks, shooting really well, shooting 47%. I mean, what else can you say about Larry Legend? Like, he was giving them the business, and he knew the fans was going to get pissed if they didn't win that game and they had to go to a Game 7, that they wanted their blood. But he's like, no, we got to win this game for the fans. And they went out there and destroyed the Rockets. They destroyed them. So, but that's really good. That was a really good. It gave a little bit more detail than the prime Larry Bird story. But both versions of the story were great, though. So definitely comment down below and let me know your thoughts about this story, and also let me know what you want me to react to next. Subscribe to ItzJustJP for more content. Click the notification bell. You know where our next upload is. I'm JP, and we out of here. Peace.